Monday, July 11th, and I am back from vacation. You can kind of see my garage is a little bit of a mess from all of our unpacking, but good to be with you. I apologize sincerely for the last couple of weeks. It's been quite the whirlwind, and I know that I don't have my microphone right now, so it's really kind of probably a struggle busing. A couple people have made comments about that when I don't have my microphone. So I'm very much aware, which is why today I'm going to get you up to speed on kind of what's been going on, kind of the reason for some of our absences. I'm going to give a big shout out to Vicar Nick and just kind of then walk you through a couple of different things that have happened and some different content for you. I don't actually have a message for you. The sermon that I preached yesterday, all the way up north at Emmanuel Leland. It's a sermon that many of you have heard before. It's a sermon that you can actually find on the Shepherd's Gate website. The sermon on the Good Samaritan. I know that Pastor Hill and I have exhausted the topic of the Good Samaritan over and over and over again. It's a great text. I always love preaching that text. So I had some fun with that yesterday with the congregation that in a city that I grew up, a town rather, not really a city, a small fishing town up north in Leland. If you're looking at your map, it's probably right here. So I guess I'm trying to think of if you're looking at your hand, right? If you're looking at your hand, it's all the way up here. But anyway, so I've been going up there since I was a kid and got to preach there yesterday. I got to preach there last year too. But they're a supporting congregation of us. So shout out to Emmanuel Leland. Was able to spend time with them yesterday, give them an update on the ministry, and really just spend the day and just enjoy their company and get them up to speed on where their dollars are going and kind of the future of Family of God. So very excited for that. And back to work today. My wife and I got home last night, and we're plugging away today. So I will be getting caught up on all the emails. I'll be getting caught up on all of the website submissions. I'll be getting caught up on all different kinds of stuff this week. So if you are watching this in the last 2 weeks, you have given an email or given a submission or anything like that, a text message, anything like that, I will be getting back to all of that today before heading down to Family of God this afternoon. So thank you for your patience. Wanted to make a quick note about the podcast too. We had a great 2-part episode on Psalm 62 over the last 2 weeks. We were able to break that up into 2 episodes, with one which was released at the end of last week, and then one that was supposed to go out at the end of just 3 or 4 days ago on last Friday. It went out this morning, and so I'll put the link there on here in the Facebook page right there, and you can click on that and have a listen on what Pastor Hill and I and Nick have to say about Psalm 62, based on what Dietrich's sermon was. I thought it was a great sermon. It was great for us, and we really had fun with that. So there's a note on that. That second half of that episode came out today. There's going to be 2 videos that I'm going to show back to back at the end of this video. You can find those videos on the website. One was a video that was shown on the Michigan District webpage. It was a highlight of Vicar Nick. So it's a kind of what his learnings were at Family of God. So I'm going to post that for everyone for your enjoyment today on this Monday. And then the one that'll come afterward is a volunteer highlight from Michelle and Chris Soltman and their friends, Chuck and Heather, I think are their names. So they're going to be a part of that as well. There's a great highlight video for them, and just kind of what they do, how Michelle got involved, and so I'm hoping that it'll be a blessing for you. The audio will certainly be better than what I have now. So that's about all I got for you. Again, I was on vacation last week. Pastor Hill was in and out last week, dealing with some things. Everything is good. He was back at church yesterday. And Vicar Nick, I just want to say a huge shout out to Vicar Nick. He has been such a blessing to us in more ways than I think that he knows. And one of the things that happened this past week while I was on vacation, kind of not really able to come home and to be a part of the things that have happened, he took on a massive amount by himself this past week. And so really showing us his growth, really showing us that he can do it. He and Pauline took all the kids to the beach yesterday over here at Metro Beach, and that went really well. So Nick, I'm so grateful for you And as he's departing here in the next, actually a week from Wednesday, his last day of Family of God is a week from Wednesday, just know that everyone is going to miss you. And so it's appropriate now, I think, that I send this over to, we'll transition out, and our first video for this Monday afternoon is going to be a highlight video of Vicar Nick's learnings. And so I pray that you enjoy it. Again, if you want to share the video, you can go to our website. You can go to the Michigan District YouTube page. I'll put both of those there. And then I will probably be sharing them individually later on this week. So that's all I got for everyone this week. Again, if you wanted to go listen to a Good Friday or a Good Samaritan sermon, you can go to Shepherd's Gate's website, go back a couple of videos from Memorial Day weekend, and you can find the link for that. And that's about all I got for everyone. So God's peace to you. Glad to be back with you. Looking forward to seeing everyone soon. And as always, if no one has told you yet, God loves you, and so do we. Take care, everyone. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
It's hard to describe it, really. It's been incredible. It's been life-changing, really. Finally having the opportunity to, like Pastor Hill said, truly be the hands and feet of Christ and serve this community has been incredible. And really, it builds and strengthens your faith in a way that you wouldn't have imagined. Everything that's happened here has been awesome, and really learning what it means to be not just a hearer of the word, but also a doer of the word, and what that looks like. You know, even if some days you don't feel like it, or some days you're not feeling the best, you still come down and you still being a doer of the word. It's just learning what that means and how to do that that's going to stick with me. It's going to be difficult for me to go back. Definitely, now that I've had a taste of real life ministry, not just sitting in the classroom talking about it, it's going to be difficult, but I'm definitely going to be able to go back with the perspective of I see what is truly important when you're out in the field, helping and loving people, and be able to go through classes and try and learn more, and be able to use more things that I can use in the future when I get a call. Pastor Hill has talked a lot about just the ministry of presence. And I think that's a lot of what we do on a day-to-day basis, is just being down here and just being with these people here, being part of the community. The church is called Family of God, and it really does feel like a family because we are so immersed, and you see the same people every single day, and you're hanging out with them 3-4 hours a day. And so there's definitely that every day, and then we also will be, leading Bible studies after dinner. And so you were just totally immersed in the Word, whether I'm leading it or listening to someone else leading it. We have worship on Sundays. I am involved with helping doing a kids Bible study on Monday nights. When there's adult Bible study up here, I take them downstairs and do a kids level Bible study. And that's kind of and we eat dinner together. Sharing a table with people, eating with one another, that really does build relationships more than you would imagine. I didn't know what I was getting into when I got here, and everything's been a surprise, but in a good way. Just to see the vibrant community and to see Christ's love lived out here has just been an awesome surprise. Some days it's really hard, you see people suffering, and like I said, you're so close to them that you feel their suffering. You feel their burden that they're bearing, even though you're not bearing it personally yourself, but you feel for these people, and they're suffering, but there's also great joy and happiness when things are going good for people, not just yourself. And some days it's a struggle. Some days it's a lot easier, but it's a wide range every day. Just go for it. There's a lot of excuses you can use to not do this. There's a lot of fears. There's a lot of doubts or worries, but all I can say is just go and do it. Go and be Christ to other people. Go and show them Christ's love, and yeah, just do it. I've learned so much. I've learned more than I ever thought I would learn. I've really learned what it means to be a disciple and a servant of Christ in a way that I've never learned before.
Being said, let's bow our heads and let's pray.
At Family of God, where they serve both food and the Spirit to hundreds of people 6 days a week, Pastor Jim Hill says at least 20 churches and their volunteers make it possible for the mission to flourish.
We have probably 8 or 10 volunteers who are absolutely critical to what we do. They teach the children, they lead Bible studies, they help with worship. In fact, nothing that we do here can actually happen without the volunteer base.
Michelle Soltman is one of those volunteers who drives from northern Macomb County immediately after work to prepare a meal and share an evening with anyone who comes to Family of God.
What really impressed me and spoke to my heart was that Family of God serves this community 6 days a week. And I thought that that was just incredible that they could help serve the homeless community, over 100 people a day. So that really spoke to me of how much they were actually doing for the community.
Michelle doesn't just put food on the plate, but works hard to connect with the people here.
How are you? A lot of people in these predicaments don't feel like they're enough for Jesus and they're not worthy, and we're here to show them that they absolutely are.
Thank you.
And one story stands out and truly still touches her.
When we were helping during COVID, when we couldn't serve inside the church, we were serving right at the door. Is when I asked someone what their prayer was so that I could pray for them, they said, we want to pray for the less fortunate. They are the less fortunate, but they still see that there's people worse off than them, and they want to pray for them.
Over the past couple years, the Soltmans have made this a family affair, and they love it.
Of course, I come home with these crazy ideas and share them with my husband, and he hops right on board with me to do them. And before you know it, he was doing all the shopping. He's doing all the cooking. Now he does most of the heavy lifting for me if work takes me away.
It's nice to be able to give back to other people. And Michelle got us started doing this, and I really do enjoy coming down here and serving the people.
There's nothing like serving the Lord together with your family. It's really, we don't see it as a work or an inconvenience. It's just something that we do, and I think our passion shows through, and that's how we have, like the wonderful volunteers we had today. Those are just friends of ours that see what we do, and they wanted to join in and help as well.
Pastor Hill is so grateful for Michelle and all of Family of God's volunteers.
We watch them get transformed by serving Christ here. And without exception, they all experience a change. The opportunity to be the hands and feet, mouth and ears of Christ and eyes of Christ changes people.